We are at Hardesty's with the Dax Leone Shawnee High School Athletics Coaches Show. And at Hardesty's, the food is great.
The people are even better.
And there are so many great people here right now. It's just fun to sit here. We can't even get started, Dax, at this place. Neighborhood Meat Market and Deli.
Yeah, it's great. Love coming here for lunch and seeing people like Coach Higgins and some of these guys around here, and Letty's here, and great weather outside. Feels like football. It's 80 degrees. Got a little fog this morning, and so we're ready for Friday night, and I know everybody else is as well.
And I am excited because football weather, fall weather, there are so many support things that are happening, not just the athletic department, but today we've got a great show for you. We're going to introduce you to the new strength and conditioning coach and also some of the CHOM participants.
Yeah, we're really excited about Coach Dub and his wife Kelly being here with us. She's our new trainer as well. Both of them came from Northwest Missouri State University, which is a big-time Division II football and athletics program, and really excited to have both of them. And then going on to our CHOM, to our cheer and pom, Coach Maltos, Coach LJ, doing a great job. We've been really around the girls a lot more here lately, just with their practice schedule, and I had to get some mats over for them, and I've just been really excited to get them on the show. They're a big part of our spirit group and a big part of Shawnee High School.
Yeah, Fiona had a fun interview with a few of the girls just last week. You might look that up on the page, but today you get to meet a few of them, and also we get to meet some more coaches on the Dax Leone Coaches Show right here from Hardesty's Meat and Deli, where the food is great and the people are even better.
Experience the wholesome goodness of St. Gregory's Abbey. Our monks raise healthy, pasture-raised beef, free from antibiotics and hormones. Available in the Monks Marketplace inside the front monastery doors every Tuesday through Saturday.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high-quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting. Back at Hardesty's, where the food is great.
People are even better.
I like that chemistry.
We're getting there. We've had a little bit of practice.
That's what Coach Dub just told me. I said, no, scoot in. It looks a little bit better. And he's like, oh. Yeah,
he's got a little more muscle than we do.
Dax and I make up a second Coach W is what I learned at the table. Coach W, strength and conditioning. What brought you to Shawnee, Oklahoma, and what excites you the most about being here?
Well, it was an opportunity for me to impact community. I felt like I was called down here to hang up the high-end collegiate level strength and conditioning, to just help out and just spread just discipline and accountability to a community that needs it. And just bringing that culture I established at Northwest Missouri State and brought it down here. And I tell the kids every single day, my standard doesn't change. You have to rise up to my standard.
Hey, so when you use a term like calling, something inside of me, I mean, honestly, that brings love to the forefront. Is that what you're talking about?
Absolutely, because it's contagious. Just as negativity is contagious, love is also contagious. You have to show these kids tough love, but also love at the same time, and let them know that you really do care. You're not just chewing them out to chew them out. So,
Dax, one of the most impressive things I think that I've witnessed over the last 2 years of your tenure is the type of people who you surround yourself with. Why Coach W?
Well, I was told a long time ago when I got into college coaching is you always want to hire people that are better and smarter than you are, and so I've done a pretty good job of that.
We're franking that.
Yeah,
right
we're doing well, but yeah, this position was really important to myself and Dr. Wilkerson and all the admin team down at the central office. And when we kind of started our relationship with Coach Dub, we had a lot of the same values, we had a lot of the same vision, and again, I got a kid involved in this too, so not only am I an AD, I'm a dad, and so I want somebody that's going to love on him but also hold him accountable, all these things he said, and the amount of work he has put in. I was over at the middle school today watching the kids, and it's great to see. There's accountability, there's determination, but more importantly, he's a great person. He's a great person, a great family guy, and he falls in exactly what we're trying to do here at Shawnee.
So, Coach Dub, enlighten us. What does your position entail? What do you do?
So I teach the kids accountability is one. I don't care about the X's and O's, the weights, the data, none of that.
What age range are you working with?
I'm working with 7th graders, 8th graders, and then all of high school.
So he's our strength and conditioning coordinator for the whole district.
Yep.
So basically it's a class. And so during the school day, our kids got an opportunity to not just lift weights and condition, but also all these other things we're talking about with life lessons. So he's basically, kind of a coach in a classroom, so to speak, but these kids get that every single day, not just physically, but also mentally.
What motivates you, Coach Dub?
Just to get up and remember my whys. I just got to keep going. I got asked actually a question last week, choked me up a little bit, is what would I tell myself 10 years ago? This kid asked me that, brought me to the side, and it was just, you just got to keep going. You got to prevail. You have to overcome today, overcome the objective, because in life, these kids are going to get out of here and not have anything. And if I can provide them with just a little fraction, that's what drives me.
Wow, and you can feel the energy from Coach Dub, but you hit something I wanted you to push a little bit more on. I have to get up and ask myself my whys. What does that mean?
Why are you doing it? What is the goal? Who is your motivator? Who has sacrificed for you to be where you are today? That's what I always had to just remember. I always think of the kid that can't, and I always preach to the kid that can't. Think about that kid in the wheelchair who would love to feel that burn in their legs. Think about the kid that would love to just get up and sprint and run that can't. Do it for that kid. And I worked with those kids at my 4th hour, my 5th hour. Those kids would love to do what they do, and I preach that to them every single day when they're feeling sorry for themselves. But that's what also motivates me at the same time. But I'm spreading that by working with those kids in that adapted PE class, showing them it doesn't matter where you are. Let's see what you can do. Meet me on common ground.
So, Coach Dub, I bet, and we haven't talked about this, but you're pretty goal-oriented.
Yes.
And so what is success look like at the end of a week for you? And what's success going to look like at the end of the semester for you?
Daily success for me is if I get a kid that comes in and he's frowny faced and I can get that kid leaving with a smile on his face, that's a win in my book. I changed that kid's mindset for the day. He changed his mindset. He goes, it's really not that bad. Let's get through it. End of a semester. It's seeing that contagiousness, because like I said at the beginning, it can be negative or positive. I want it to rub off on the majority, the masses of people. So if I got one person smiling at the beginning of the semester, I want 145 kids smiling at the end.
I love that. Now, you came in at the beginning of the fall sports season, so what you do really takes time. It takes consistency. You're touching on that. What would success be next fall at this time
Next
for
fall,
Coach W?
Next fall would be more numbers. I want more kids. I have about 300 athletes right now. I want more. I want Summer Pride this summer packed. I want to be gone all day. I want to be working with these kids all day. And that's where I see success. Masses in numbers and just buy-in. Because I always tell them, Coach, I'm not getting stronger yet. It'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen. But it's bigger than that. It's the lessons you'll leave here with. So.
Wow, I love it. Coach W, telling me some things that a great friend of mine, Ruben Peltier, told me not long ago, a few years ago. He goes, dude, you just lean in and you keep pushing. You keep pushing. It's almost like Atlas with it up here. Well, he's pushing it up a hill before he gets it up here. That's awesome. What has been your impressions, Dax, of Coach W, his impact so far with our kids?
Yeah, you kind of piggybacked in my question, because he got here at a little bit of a tough time, because he didn't get here till August. So really all of his Summer Pride and really where you kind of get grinding in there in the summer, he wasn't here. So our kids he's basically coming into to new ground, and to be able to earn those kids' trust. You always say, I can't play you if I don't trust you. And so he had to earn these kids' trust, and he's coming from a college level like myself, that there's a little bit difference, and no offense, from a high school kid to a college athlete, the goals and the things that they push themselves with. So him trying to transition has been really just eye-opening to me, because it's not easy. I mean, he'll probably tell you, probably the first couple of days he's probably like, I can't believe this dude from Oklahoma talked me into coming down here. But at the end of the day, he knows, and I've told him, dude, I'm in this thing for the right reasons, and I need people like you around me, like you said, to get on board what Shawnee Athletics is about. And I can tell you, walking around this community and being in the moment, we're doing things right now that we weren't doing 2 years ago, and he's going to be a big part of that. And I want to brag on his wife too, because we all marry up. Kelly, who's just now taking over our trainer. She's already made an impact with the sway testing for concussions and things coming from a college level, and then they got a beautiful little boy crew. And what's crew, man? 8, 9 months?
11 months
11
old.
months old. So, they're invested in our family. They're going to grow with us, and he's going to be a future Shawnee Wolf as well. So you invest in people, and it's not what you know, it's how you make people feel. And when I met him the first time, I took him to Coach Wells and Coach Madonna and Coach Schaefer and Coach L, Coach McCune, and they were all like, dude, this guy, that's what we need. So he's done a great job. He's going to continue to build this thing, and I'm proud as hell to have him as part of Shawnee Public Schools.
And he wears big shoes.
Those aren't mine.
So tell us the shoe story. You came from Northwest Missouri State University. You got here. You recognized a need that was in the locker rooms for our kids, and you went after it.
Yep.
What'd you do?
So after my first week, I noticed kids couldn't exercise because they didn't have shoes or they didn't have appropriate footwear. Instead of enabling it, I combated it. I was like, I know some athletes where I was formerly at, they get a bunch of gear, they get free equipment. And so I called the equipment manager and the guys on the team that I worked with up there, and I just asked, could you guys send some shoes in? I mean, and it wasn't even a week, and I had 9 boxes in the back of my pickup.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Cleats, tennis shoes.
So
whatever.
9 boxes equates to how many pairs of shoes?
I'd say there was probably 75 to 100 pairs of shoes.
Taking care of the kids. Okay, so we're at Hardesty's. What did you order for lunch?
Jambalaya. I had to try it.
How was it? How'd Grady do on jambalaya?
It was good. It was great. I mean, good spice.
Yeah.
Good ratio. It was awesome. It was great. It was great.
Hey, true sir, how I closed the deal. He'll tell you the
He
story.
took me right here. We sat right in this corner over here, man.
We sat right here with Eric, with EL.
Yep.
We sat over here and we talked, and when he left, he goes, I was already leaning that way, but going to Hardesty's and feeling this community. This is a true story.
Yep.
Feeling that community, like, he was like, I'm in. And
Yep.
so, Grady and the boys sealed the deal on
It was
Coach
good,
Dub.
man.
So at Hardesty's Meat and Deli, where the food is great,
And the people are better.
we'll be back. Air Force One Heat and Air Conditioning offers competitive pricing, licensed technicians, and over 25 years of experience. Air Force One is a hometown company. Contact Tim or Terry Muirhead with Air Force One. It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonics.
All right, we're back at Hardesty's Grocery, and we're with our head palm coach, Miss Lydia Johnson Lewis, Coach LJ. Coach, welcome to Hardesty's. You've never been here.
I've never been here.
So what do you think
It's
so far?
Great. Everyone has been so nice.
Yeah, some great people. So the slogan, the food is great, and the
People are better.
so now you know
I've already
why we
learned.
say that.
Yep.
Yeah. So true story. Coach LJ was my very first hire. I was on the job about
Number
2
one.
weeks, and I said, "Hey, you're gonna be my first hire. We're gonna be attached at the hip. We're either going up together or going down together." And I
Yes.
think what you've done with our Palm Squad in 2.5 years has been remarkable. We're on the way up. So why don't you just talk a little bit about your girls and just how proud are you on the program you have built?
Yeah. I'm immensely proud. I have incredible dancers who work really, really hard. And that's just like really easy to coach when they come in and they're ready to work and they're excited to work. And excited to learn new things, and they're also just really nice people. And I cannot say that is something that I've built at all. That is not from me. I've just been blessed with incredible girls wanting to be involved in the program. Last year was our first competitive year, so we went back to going to like competitive camp in the summer.
Okay, yep.
And then we also took them to state. They won camp. They brought home gold, which was incredible for their first time. And then we got 4th at state, which we're also really, really proud of. This year we went back to camp, brought home gold yet again, all the awards. We got an All-American for the first time, which was super sweet. And then we're going back to state in December, and we're hoping to bring home a trophy. So,
That's awesome. Yeah. And I can speak. I have been at OU in the summer watching, so I am my palm and cheer experiences
The
went
knowledge,
up.
it
my
went up.
knowledge has
Yeah.
went up, and I will tell you, I've thoroughly enjoyed that and watching the girls and watching them compete. And they practice in the pack every morning, so I know how hard they work and what you've done with the girls. You talked about the dancing, and I know you have a big time dance background,
Yes.
and I know our performances and all those things are very dance oriented, but
how about the school spirit?
Yeah.
Like since you guys have gotten here, I feel like our school spirit has definitely went up. And so, how do you go about that? What is your key to success on that?
Yeah, so a lot of people think of cheerleaders and prom girls are just like what they see on the sidelines, which is obviously a really fun part of it. It's a really big part of it. But they are doing their like own sport on top of cheering for other sports, which is just makes it different than a lot of other things. But the school aspect, the cheering for the other teams part of it is the part that I think they love the most. And it's just really sweet because yes, we're on the sidelines for the games. Yes, we get to go to the basketball games and do the things, but we really love all the other appearances we get to do. So like when another team is going to a state competition and we get to the hall walks, at the high school, like that is really sweet, and that's something they really, really love, and they're passionate about. And like one of our team goals for this season specifically is to like be at games that we're not even supposed to be at, and that again is not something that I did. That is absolutely the girls, and something that they've decided is important to them to show up for all the sports, all the activities, and just have a presence in the school that is positive.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to. Coach Miranda Maltos, who's our head cheer coach, couldn't make it today because of her new teaching schedule.
Yes.
She's doing a great job over there at the middle school. But let's talk about you and Miranda. I want to give Miranda, hey, doing a great job.
Yes.
Give Miranda a shout out. Shawnee girl, you guys are OBU together.
Yep.
She's done an amazing job. You guys kind of came in a little bit. She was a little bit behind you, but talk about you guys, Chom. You know, your working relationship with Miranda and yourself, and and Coach Farris at the middle school, and just how does that all tie in together?
Yeah, for sure. Again, like I said a minute ago, like it is just so different that we work on our own sport. We're doing our own things, competing in our own area, but then we also do the thing that is school spirit. And so that's the part of it that's really connected, and we get to do together. And sometimes like if you don't know dance or if you don't know cheer, they get confused a lot, and like we're okay with that because we love cheer and we're so close to cheer. I also think the aspect of me and Miranda being really close friends outside of Shawnee and knowing each other before this really helps, and we have kind of created a program that they just work together really, really well. We're really good at like tagging each other off. Okay, you got this game, we're gonna go to the next one. That kind of thing, and that's really sweet.
Miranda, she's great. You guys have done a great job together. But so my last question / point is I gotta brag on you. All right, I gotta brag on you, Coach. So LJ's from Southmore, and if you guys don't know anything about Southmore Palm, it's one of the top in the state and maybe in the nation. It's a big time. Their facilities, everything they've done, and so can I say this?
You can say it.
A year ago, they came and headhunted my coach, and we sat down and talked, and I told Julia, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like coming home. It's like if I was the AD somewhere and Shawnee called, I would probably come home, obviously. And I said, I can't falter. She's from Southmore. We might lose LJ to Southmore. And you came in, and what did you tell me?
I said, Dax, I'm gonna stay.
Oh my gosh, I was so happy. I was like, so that says a lot to me about Shawnee Public Schools, about our brand, about what you have built here, because you wouldn't have walked away if you stayed because you believe in what we're doing. So I want to tell you, as an athletic director, you made my day that day. You were my first hire, but you staying there probably said more to me than you coming on board to start with. So as you can tell, this is our coach right here, and Coach Maltos. They've done a great job. The girls are tremendous. I just can't wait to see what you guys continue to build. And if you've never been to OU in the summer to watch these girls, you should come out.
Yes.
Because it is very, very special. Yeah. So welcome to Hardesty's, where the food is great.
And the people are better.
Do you want an easy car buying experience? Caster Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Caster Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support local. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
We are at Hardesty's, where the food is great and the people are even better, and we've got more proof of that with Addie and Mia from the Palm Squad. Now, Addie's closest to me, Mia's furthest away. Addie, we begin with you. I want to know who your parents are, and I want to know who your siblings are. I want to know all about your family here in Shawnee or wherever they're from.
Okay, my mom is Krista Farris. She's a teacher at Shawnee Middle School. She does like coding, so she teaches all the grades. My dad is Dustin Farris, and he works at CPN. He's the manager for the IT clinic, so he's gone a lot. He just got back from a trip. He was home for 2 days, and now he's back in Wisconsin. And my sister is a grad student at Wichita State, and she's going to be a speech therapist. So
She's breaking the mold. She's not doing the coding stuff or the IT stuff.
yeah.
Oh, and they can be watching you. Hi, Dad, in Wisconsin. It's good to see you. Okay, Mia, tell us the same.
Well, my mom is Melissa Bryant, and she is a professor at Seminole State College. She teaches math, so she knows all about math, super smart. And my sister is in college to be a medical lab scientist, so she is at the University of Arkansas and to be a scientist. So yeah, that's really cool for her.
Well, and see, I didn't even know Mia was Melissa's daughter, and I want to tell you that your daddy, Kent, was one of my favorite. We were very, anytime that we would come together, it was just so wonderful. And I just want you to know that, Mia, what a wonderful, wonderful man your daddy was and is in all of our hearts.
Thank you.
And Melissa, hey Melissa, I didn't know this was your daughter. How cool. Where the people really are even better. So why Palm, Mia? Tell us what motivated you to go out for SHS Palm.
Well, I've been dancing pretty much my whole life, and both of my sisters are very, very athletic, but they didn't do pom, they did tennis or basketball, volleyball, and I was just, I'm not gonna do that, I'm doing something different, and I just wanted to be able to cheer on all the other teams, and that's why I chose pom.
A longtime Shawnee family. Okay, what about you, Addie? What's up with Palm?
Well, I've also been a dancer my entire life. I've danced for 16 years.
Oh my gosh.
And so I was on the middle school cheer team, and so I was like, okay, like this is fun. But obviously my passion is dance, so my freshman year I tried out for Palm, and I've been on it ever since.
All right. So what's, Addie first, what's your funnest thing about Palm that you like?
The funnest thing about Palm is definitely just like the relationship I have with the girls. We're very much a close team. Like we always do team bonding. The locker rooms are very fun. Bus rides back are very fun. So when you have a fun team, obviously it makes your experience a lot better.
So the people.
Yeah.
I love it. What about you, Mia? What makes Palm so much fun for you? And I know you'd say the people, but let's say something else.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The people, our team is super close, but I think the most fun thing is definitely being on the sidelines and just seeing like the team, the football team, getting to see them play right there, being like right in the action. And then of course seeing the student section and everybody that comes to the games to support. And yeah, it's just really great getting to cheer on the sidelines for them.
So let's talk about this. You both have been doing it for a few seasons now, right? Now we're into the fall season. How do you like it? How has this season been any different for you, or pretty much the same? If so, or if not, why do you think so? Mia, is this season different than any of the other seasons, and why is that?
Yeah, I think it has been a lot different because we're back on our home field. It's been great to just be back on our field. I mean, after the tornado, obviously that was a really difficult time having to be at OBU. And I think especially with Coach Madonna coming in, just really turning everything around for our team, I think he's been great with positivity and just turning things around. So it's been great to see the support grow and the community come out and support for our football team.
Well, I have to give a shout out to your sister right now and say, Lily, I'm pretty impressed with your little sister. I didn't know how this interview was going to go, but I don't think you could even have handled it like Mia's handling it. Now, how about you, Addie? Fill us in. This semester, this fall season, how is it different? And has it been better or the same?
I feel like it's definitely been better than last semester because we were off campus for practice. We were at Anytime Fitness. Thank y'all for letting us have a practice space. But we're able to practice in the pack now. So we have our locker room back. Last year we had to go to Miss Davenport's room for our first hour. So we have our locker room back. We have a place that we can get ready. Like obviously, yes, we're back on our home field. All of the students can like come to their school to cheer on our team, and it's just been a lot like easier than last year because we have our facilities.
So I
back.
love that. Adversity. You bring up adversity, and you guys had a lot of adversity over the last 18 months. What is it that has been the toughest but most rewarding part about POM for you? If you were talking to young dancers now, and I noticed that many dancers love to grow up and be POM, what's the adversity that you've had to overcome, but now you're stronger for it personally from when you were a kid doing your dance stuff? Go ahead, Addie.
Personally, the thing I've had to overcome throughout the past years is I've had an ongoing injury and it's kind of coming back. So, but I get to watch my team practice on practice days that I have to sit out, and then obviously I get to go back in. My team just helps me very much. But I've grown so much as a dancer, just throughout my time on the team. Not only like knowing things that my coach has helped me a lot, just with aspects leadership part of it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And what I'm hearing is that you've had physical pain, but yet you've had to persevere through the physical pain. Very good.
Yes.
Mia, what about you? Is there adversity maybe that you've had to overcome that has made you better because you've been a part of the POM squad? So adversity on the POM squad for yourself, self-improvement, what would that have been?
I would say my freshman year, I was very shy. I was kind of scared to try out. I didn't know if I was going to make it. And yeah, I was very shy, and doing the chants and being loud was pretty hard for me in my first probably 2 years of POM. And I think I've really gotten better about that and got more outgoing over the past years because of POM. And yeah.
How could you not love Mia Bryant and Addie Farris? How could you not love Shawnee POM now? This is just awesome. And it happens right here on the Dax Leone Coaches Show. Now, at Hardesty's, where the food is great,
but the people are better.
For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store, conveniently located on North Hickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
We are back at Hardesty's with another couple of great people. We are with Shawnee Cheer, Amiyah, and Reagan. Amiyah, I want you to tell us, please, about your family. Tell them hello. I want to know all about your family here in Shawnee.
Hi, my name's Amiyah. My mom, her name's Alicia. She went to Shawnee High School as well. But she was born in South Dakota, so I have family all throughout South Dakota, California, Nevada. I have family all over, but my grandma and my mom live in Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Okay, so who's the furthest away that you want to say hello to, Amiyah?
My grandpa Dwayne, he lives
Put
in
your
South
microphone
Dakota.
right here, because I want Grandpa to hear this.
Okay, my grandpa Dwayne. Hi, Grandpa.
Where is he?
South Dakota.
All right, I love that. Okay, Reagan, tell us about your family.
My mom's name is Cynthia. She lives more out in Spiro, so closer to Arkansas.
Okay.
And then my father, Greg, I live with him. He lives in Shawnee. They were both born and raised here. Both went to high school here. And then I have my sister, Brianna. She's my favorite. And that's really my whole family. Everybody's just here.
I love that. Did I just hear you say that your sister was your favorite?
Yeah.
That is so cool. Brianna, is she older or younger?
Older.
Fantastic. So younger sister looking up to older. You know, you met my daughter, Fiona. I think she would say that about her older sister, too. I had everybody older. Amiyah, do you have any younger or older siblings?
Yes, I have an older brother on the football team, Kevin Tyner, and I have a lot of siblings in the middle school and in the elementary that go to Shawnee.
Okay, so something that is going to be kind of fun. Reagan, you're a senior,
Yes.
right? All right, tell me your outlook for Shawnee Cheer in the sense of you've been on the team for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how it's changed over the years.
I think It's definitely changed. The girls have gotten a lot more confident, especially because it's our first year competing at game day. So I think we're like learning a lot more, especially with the new coach. And she went to OBU. She's very experienced. So we have all the like extra help we can get. And it's just having that extra guidance that we need instead of kind of figuring it out. So I think that definitely having a coach who's been through everything we've been through, understands all the struggles, the stress, everything, it makes us a lot more confident.
I love that. Now, Amiyah, just a freshman. You brought a freshman to the show. That's pretty impressive. First of all, what has been your early experiences with Shawnee Cheer, and does it help that you have senior leadership like Reagan there to help you along?
So my early experiences with Shawnee Cheer are everybody was very welcoming. Like the very first few practices we had, everybody was really nice. Everybody helped me because I've only been doing cheer for 3 years now. So like everybody would help me. Like if I didn't know something, they would help. And then like our coaches and a lot of our seniors, they're all very help like with guidance and everything else. It's just like amazing.
So Reagan, as a varsity cheerleader, what do you think is the biggest challenge for an individual? What's the biggest challenge that you have to face to be a successful cheerleader?
I think it's definitely a mental game more than like skill or anything. Like it's just going out there, being confident, and you know, just being confident in yourself, knowing that you're doing the best you can, and then learning to not give up, because it can be super easy to be like, you know what, this stunt isn't hitting, I don't want to do it anymore. Like you have to understand that like you really got to keep working at it, and it can be like really tough on your mental health sometimes.
I can understand that. I can very much appreciate that answer, and I'm going to switch it a little bit for the freshmen. I want to know physically, as you come into cheerleading, what are some of the physical challenges that an individual like myself who just watches the cheerleaders do what they do, what might we not realize the demands that you have to put physically in order to do the things that you're able to accomplish for us?
All right, so like some of the physical things, people just think we just throw them up in the air if we catch them, but it's really more of a, you have to absorb so they don't fall, and if they fall, then you have to help them all the way back up. And it's like more of a, oh wow, yeah, they're just out there jumping, they're just jumping around. You have to have that technique.
Well, so that brings up a point. It sounds like teamwork, Amiyah. How important is teamwork for you to accomplish what you need to accomplish?
Teamwork is very important just because you can't build a stunt with just one person. You have to have all three of the bases and the flyer.
Reagan, so as a senior, you've had a great career at the cheerleading. I'm sure you want some sort of legacy in the sense of when you put so much work and dedication into something, you want to leave something behind. What is the legacy that Reagan Atwood would like to leave for future Shawnee cheerleading squads?
I think just, you know, like with it being our first year and everything, I think it'd be great to like be able to win game day and just then be like, you know, it was their first year and all these things like that. Because I don't think of cheer as an individual person. I think we're a big group and everybody's just important as everybody. So if we could win and then just be recognized as like the 25 team, the year of 25, went in one game day, their first time ever doing it, especially because we are going up against a lot of bigger schools with like 30 girls and stuff. We only have 8. It would just be a really big accomplishment for the whole team.
That is awesome. And when does that game day competition take place, Reagan? Do you know?
It is in November. I'm not sure the exact date, but I know it's in November.
So at the end of the football season, entering into the winter season.
Yes.
That is wonderful. And will you guys perform for us at the basketball games, perhaps the routine that you do for game day?
We're thinking about it, yeah.
Okay.
It's a possibility.
Well, Amiyah, we want to encourage that. Come on. So we need the freshmen to step up and tell everybody, no, we're doing it. Can you handle that?
Yes.
All right. At Hardesty's, we have Reagan Atwood and Amiyah
Briones.
Yeah, right there. Where at Hardesty's, where the food is great and the people are even better.
At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting. We are with you. Stop by McElea and Owens for a visit today.
Back at Hardesty's, where the people are even better than the food.
We got that one down.
No, we've had help all day long.
We've had a lot of help. I'm telling you, we need Sharon Palmer around more often. They have definitely
Keep us straight.
upped our game. I'll tell you.
And dude, I think we could walk in anywhere with Coach Dub. I mean, like anywhere, and we'd be safe.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, solid dude all the way across, man. That guy. Yeah, he's big time hire.
All right, so we're in fall sports, and this is our second show. You're gonna have trouble topping this one.
Yeah, this one's been good. It's been a lot of fun, and just how well spoken are those girls. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, and I say it all the time. I'm around them all the time, and sometimes people don't know what our kids are truly about, but you just see them talk today, and just their intelligence and their drive. It's so impressive. They're going to be successful way past Shawnee High School, I can tell you.
And I love Cheer sent a senior and a freshman.
Yeah.
That speaks a lot for the freshman Amiyah.
Yeah, no, she's a big time athlete too. She plays softball, plays basketball, runs track, and so, not only is she great, on the court, but she's also, great, and she's a, great student as well. So, yeah, Coach Maltos and Coach LJ, like I said, I'm very proud of them. Coach Farris down at the middle school. It's been a good, and it's important for people to know the amount of work they do, because they put a lot of time and effort, just like, the football team and these other sports do.
Yeah, sometimes I get to the school, sometimes I can beat Dax.
That's not saying a whole lot, I can tell you.
I never beat Julia.
No, you're not going to beat her.
But always, those guys are already there.
Yeah.
They're already working out early. It's like the band. Actually, we need to probably get the band in here at some point.
No, they put in a lot of hours, and it's early mornings and late nights, and but it's a passion for them. And you can tell by talking to them and talking to LJ and these girls that they're invested, and it means something to them. And when they put a product out there on Friday night or a Tuesday, basketball game or at a wrestling event, they want to be the best, and it's what we strive for. So yeah, kudos to them.
So Dax, question, I know you just traveled with your dad for his birthday to a high profile Major League Baseball game. You coached at the collegiate level, you played at the collegiate level. I contend there is no better entertainment value than high school sports. I want your opinion on that.
I'll tell you, just, this week, we've had middle school football, we've had, high school volleyball, we've had, JV football on Monday night, and
we've had high school football. We've had it all.
Yeah.
So entertainment value.
It's for your dollar. No NIL deals yet, things like that. But yeah, for your dollar, there's no doubt in the purity of the kids and the coaches. And I say this all the time to our athletes. Our coaches aren't getting rich coaching. They make their money teaching in the classroom. Their stipends are very minimal compared to what they make on in the classroom, where they make just as big a difference, if not more, than on the athletic fields.
No, I contend it'd be athletics is just as important now in many people's lives as academics. There's got to be a balance there. But I'm laughing because you said teachers and coaches make their money. They wish, man.
Yeah.
They wish they made their money.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, that's right.
It's probably the most important vocation in our entire country, because you're dealing with our kids from sometimes 4 and 5 years old all the way through 18 and 19-year-old.
Yeah.
What could be more important for a society than that?
Yeah, there's not. And, we both had, I got kids in the district now. You've had kids come through the district. I was at, the middle school this week with Coach Dub, watching the 7th and 8th graders work out. Went around to all the schools and passed out the bracelets for them to get in the game, last night. So it's an important part of Shawnee Public Schools. And yeah, I've said it 100 times. The biggest influences in my life were the guys that coached me in high school.
Yep.
Coach Schaefer, Coach Boyer, Coach Banfield, Coach Flute, Coach Higgins, Coach Sperry. Those guys, and I'm sitting in this seat to try to give back to these kids. And, I probably will never be to that extent that I am with them. But for me, to see the joy on these kids' faces, it's great, man. Like, it's awesome.
Well, one thing that I've said throughout this show is you've surrounded yourself with great people. And that is a testament because your influence through your coaches definitely changing lives throughout the community.
Yeah, I mean, I coached college baseball at a very high level for a long time, and I learned a long time ago you got to surround yourself with great people. And I can only be in one place at one time. You know, there's just Julia and I, you know, so, you know, there's only two of us, and you have to know that these kids are in good hands. And I'm not an expert at a lot of sports, but I know people and I know what it's supposed to look like. And so I could walk out to a tennis practice or a football practice and know this is what it's supposed to look like. And I think the coaching staff we have assembled here, along with the coaches who have been here a little bit, I think I put our coaches up with anybody around in 5A. I'm telling you, I'm thoroughly impressed with our coaches, their dedication to our kids, and our parents and our community, the support we're getting, our booster clubs. There's a lot of people you see on Friday nights, you see on Monday nights, you see the same ones on a Tuesday night. A lot of these parents are given a lot of time, and we really appreciate it as an athletic department.
We do, and we appreciate Hardesty's for helping us, supporting Shawnee Public Schools, supporting the high school, supporting the team, supporting in so many ways do the Oliver brothers and their kids and wives.
Yeah. Can't beat it. There's nowhere else I'd rather do the show than right here at Hardesty's Grocery. And I heard the jambalaya is off the hook too, so I'm gonna have to get me some of that.
Well, I had potato soup.
Okay.
Some of the others had potato soup.
Okay, all right.
After it cooled down, I don't know that even my wife's potato soup is better than that, and that is saying a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that if I were you, even if I believe that, but I'll go.
She doesn't care.
She
just wants the truth.
No, I'll go with you, man. No, it's a big time place. The Olivers are great people, and this is a Shawnee place, man. This is a Shawnee place.
Hardesty's Meat and Deli, where the food is great.
The people are even better.
You've been watching the Dax Leone Shawnee Athletics Coaches Show. We appreciate you as an audience always. If there's anything we can do to help you, be sure to comment below. And remember, Shawnee, all of us together, we're building community one season at a time. Thank you, Coach.
Go Wolves. Thanks, brother.